I always forget. There we go. Right, let's get started. So we had a good start to the morning. Uh, Dashboard should refresh. Yeah, we had a very, very good start to the morning. You see the daily journal. We still got AED, USD running, but we made some good profit on USD JPY, which is good. So let's go into this and just have a look at what has happened. First, like I said, I always do these in regards to routine. I want obviously everybody to get into the routine of when you're trading. I want you to obviously understand, what you should be looking at and why. So we want to look at, what's happened during London, and obviously the dollar is the best, place to obviously look at this. We did mention about a down trend. So, dollar potentially finishing the day around 97 500. We obviously mentioned that we're stuck at the moment between 98 and 97 500. We broke this level of support here. It was about 97, say 820, and we're currently retesting it. So might have a continuation to the downside. Let's then have a look what news we've got on here. So we've got obviously some PMI data. Everything's going to be a bit subjective in regards to what is going to be happening. So we obviously need to be aware of this, and we can capitalize. For anyone new here, the chat is on. You just got to message host only. So I'm obviously looking potentially for a bit of dollar weakness here. We've got some consolidation. If we were going to obviously have some dollar weakness, we'd obviously be looking for a breakout here. So London session has traded within this area here. So what are we going to be hoping for here? We're going to be hoping for a breakout, retest, and then a continuation here. Just have a look through. USD CAD was obviously one that we were monitoring this morning. Must close out. It's only just broken through. There hasn't been a ton of price action today, so we obviously need to be aware of that. However, I do like this trade here. It's still valid. We're obviously technically trending to the downside. We've made our lower low here. We're pushing back up. We obviously broke out of London Open. We're trading below the EMA. So as you can see here, all the confluences are starting to, stack up nicely. We can probably have a slightly smaller stop loss than what we originally wanted. And as it's a Friday afternoon, we'll just raise this up ever so slightly because we don't need that huge move which we're kind of looking for here. So anywhere probably anywhere probably around this area. I do like where it is. If we just look at this on a 5 minute, yeah, I do like this. So I think let's just watch this 5 minute out, and then I think we probably will be looking to take this. Yes, we are. USD CAD. There we go. That's number one. So I'm going to take that right now. So bear with me. Come on, load. There we go. USD CAD. Boom, 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 boom. Let me just type that in as well. 39740 is what I'm doing, and 391, say 150. 150. Okay, perfect. And then we'll do the same on the main account too. Amazing. Right. So that is one of the options. As you can see, I've got to now screenshot this and put it into the inner circle. So we always obviously you've got to prioritize you. We are trading here. So, we've obviously always got to prioritize obviously your own positions. And obviously then you can post in the group. Obviously, there's lots of the guys who are on the copier, so they will be. capitalizing on this when I do. So that's now in the inner circle. So that's perfect. Right. So that's one USD CAD. Let's highlight that. Let's get rid of this. Obviously, I am still in AUD USD. I still think that we've got some higher movement here as long as this level here holds. I'm gonna hold out on this one. I don't think it's got projected kind of that much upside potential, but we are making a nice little channel here. So let's wait and see how this one plays out. So AED USD, I'm still in from this morning. GBP USD, I'm going to leave this. Now, my reason for leaving this is look how much it's moved during New York Open. Like 22 pips in half an hour is pretty high. So I, I'm going to hold off on that one. Now let's have a look at gold. Look at this, flying now. So we've got our Asia high, we've cracked. London high is around London high. Yeah, we're currently just forming. Let's do this now. So this is London high here. So let's remove that because that's going to be irrelevant. That's London high. And then we've got Asia high here. All right, so for all of those, for all of you guys who were in, I actually think this could pip all-time highs. Obviously, I got it right in the initial one yesterday, but obviously then we had this huge drop. So I'm actually going to leave trading gold out. So let's wait and see. Just looking at a few of these questions. Richard, has the NFP been cancelled, suspended? Yes, there is obviously no NFP today. Um, Martin, I'm in a trade. Come on. Not sure which one you're in, but yeah. USDJPPY, I'm going to explain this. This was the one that we gave live earlier. I've actually taken profit because I just didn't like how price, moves so quickly here and then it's moving very, very slowly here. So I do think that this is obviously gonna achieve target. However, I was happy with that. So I'm gonna leave that one alone. Probably not much else. Yen wise, Aussie, I'm not going to be that interested in because we're technically going against trend. CAD, same thing. NZD, I mean, that's broken out an absolute treat here. So I'm not going to take it, but there's a potential setup here for this here. But I'd want to see this break and stay down here, and then I'd want to see it come back up and retest, and then have this continuation. Look how big trading was, or look how large trading was in the Asian session. So from 10 o'clock last night, 6 o'clock in the morning, and then look how small London was. So I think we did very, very well with USD JPY to capitalize on that one. I think we did very, very well. So yeah, let's wait and see. Euro AUD and GBP AUD. Now, these are obviously difficult, all right, because if we obviously get a slightly weaker dollar, which we're obviously expecting, then these will drag to the downside, especially probably GBP AUD. But obviously we're breaking out. It's a little bit messy here, so I probably would leave those on their own. Um, just have a look at some of the other things. Yeah, nothing really catches my eye. Obviously, you're a CAD trending to the upside. CAD's not overly strong, which surprised me, but oil was nearly 1% up this morning. And obviously we've crushed back down. So whether that's going to get a nice continuation here, uh, who knows? NZDJPY is catching my eye. I'm not going to lie to you. So, but potentially GBP. Let's just have a look at this on a slightly higher time frame. Hourly still trending to the downside here. Yes, we've had rejections from here, but it'd be where the entry would be. So we potentially got 98. I'm going to mark this up. This is obviously where prices has finished. So potentially waiting for this to pull down here. But we obviously have to remember that sorry, I clicked the button and it didn't work. But we have to remember that it's a Friday. So we're not going to get these huge moves. So potentially something like this I'd be looking for from GBP JPY, just to give me that extra confluence. I obviously want this to move to the downside and then potentially retest this area here. So that is what I'd want to do. Let's just mark this up. Looking for a break of 1998. There we go. Um, before further downside. There we go. Let's leave that one as it is. I'm just going to post this in the group, but that's what I'll be looking at on this one here. We do have some news coming out in 3 minutes, I think. So I'm just going to post this in here, and then we should have enough time to hop on whatever is going to happen. I just can't see a big deal happening. I could be completely wrong, but because everything's a bit of a mess at the moment. I just can't see a lot happening. I do like NZD JPY, but I'd want this retest here. So let's wait for 2 minutes. Just double check this news does come out. Or is it at 3? It might be at 3 it comes out. Comes out 2:45. So we'll probably be off the call by then. So let's map out one alternative for everybody. So dollar just kind of consolidating, at the moment. It does look very, very bearish. I'm not going to lie. Euro is obviously, I think let's just have a look at previous news. Because I think it was all over the place really. Euro was negative, pound was negative. Let's just have a look at Euro JPY. 15 minute. Potentially Euro AUD because that's just pumped. Okay, let's have a look at Euro AUD here. All right, because this could be a complete fake out. Let's obviously just make sure we've got a reason why we would potentially enter here if we obviously got that dollar weakness. So if I get rid of this. So we've got two levels here, and obviously this is what you always want to be looking for when you're trading, is these two level. Always want to look at previous price action. All right. So we got two options here. Either this holds and we get something like this, or this breaks and we get something like this. If we're breaking above, then yeah, your euro is going to be ever so slightly stronger. This would favor a slightly stronger dollar because it will obviously be against Aussie. Whereas obviously coming to the downside would favor a slightly weaker dollar. So gold still pumping, very, very nice. Dollar, yeah, it's starting to crumble a bit. So I'm going to give Euro AUD as my third option here. From here, taking it just down to here, potentially pushing it a little bit further. Let's go for 40 pips. Not pushing too much, but something like this. So we want to see this move here happen, yeah? All right, so anywhere, if I draw an area, anywhere in this area, and this is an alternative. Okay, because you always need alternatives, but this is an alternative here. So let's put this down here, and then let's put looking for a weaker dollar, looking for a break below of probably Asian high. Asian high. retest before retest zone before entry. Yeah. So that's what we are looking for here on Euro AUD. So I'm going to put that in the group as well. And those can be our three positions. I'm going to ignore NZD JPY for now. But that is going to be our three positions here. So let's wait and see how we get on. Euro AUD. Trade setup potential. There we go. So we've obviously got Euro AUD. I can get rid of this now, so it's a bit cleaner. So what are we looking for here? We're looking to see what happens around this area here. Let's just have a look at NZD JPY. I bet that's going, gone. Called it though, which was good. We got AUD USD currently in a bit of drawdown. I think USD CAD's in a bit of drawdown too. So let's wait and see. Remember, what goes up must come down. We're obviously trading with trend, so the trend is our friend here. So I think we'll monitor around this area here to see what actually happens. But obviously, if we get a nice rejection, it might be that we were just a tiny bit early. So I would like to see some downside movement here. So let's wait and see. And then obviously we've got Euro AUD, where we want to see obviously what happens round here. All right, so we can get rid of this. We want to see obviously what happens around this area here. Are we going to reject and continue, or are we going to break, retest, and then continue to the downside? Again, overall trend is our friend here. So we obviously should be seeing a little bit of a tail off here. So those are my three picks: Euro AUD, AUD USD, and USD CAD. And obviously, for anyone trading gold, I mean, if it comes down into this area here, yes, I'd be looking to buy from here. But yeah, I just can't see dollar, strengthening. That there can't be much good um many good reactions, from anything, because obviously what is happening, there's obviously no agreement. There's 900 people temporarily out of jobs. So let's wait and see. What Let's have a look through some of these questions. Richard, what do you make of AUD USD not going anywhere? Is it because AUD is shut as a market now? No, just that overall the London session was very, very slow. You can see that across everything. Uh, Mohar, check NZD CAD on the 4-hour chart. NZD CAD. I don't normally trade this because you couldn't get two slower currencies if you tried. So we've got NZD CAD on a 4-hour chart. Okay, so I'm not sure obviously what you're looking at here, but obviously one thing I'd always recommend, look at trend, right? So I'd class this as one whole leg here. I'd also, what's quite clean here, if we do something like this, when there's a nice little uptrend here forming. So I think if you're looking to sell, one thing you got to be careful is definitely a key level here. You can tell. Uh, I'd always recommend marking on key levels, because once you get good at it, you could just obviously judge them by eye. But that would be one thing. So what would I be looking for here? I'd then be going on probably a 1 hour. Let's just see if you can't see it anymore. No. So I'll probably be looking to go on a 1 hour. All right, rolling over. What are we watching out for? We're watching out for this area here, right? You can see price consolidated for a while, right? We want to know, are we going to do something like this, come into this area, reject, and come and test the upper side of this channel? Or the only way to sell this to the downside, double confluence here, would be something like this. right? Because we'd have broken through all of this support here, would have broken through the EMA, through the channel. So that you'd be pretty free until 0.81, in regards to that. So that's probably what I would be looking at here. You might lose me now because the internet. Stay on page. There we go. So yeah, that's what I'd be looking at here. Martin, I was 16 pips in profit. Now reverse. What trade? I'm not sure what trade you're talking about here. So let's just have a look at everything. I think USD CAD is just about break even. So I just see this continuation to the downside here. So I definitely, I definitely see that. I want to get rid of these. There we go. Right. And then we got AED USD still running from this morning, just obviously loitering around that area. You're at AUD. Look at that. Told you guys. Broken through. That's what we wanted. So we'll wait and see now. All right, we want one more a nice clean break. Ideally, we want this downwards candle to engulf, and then obviously anywhere in this area here, you'd be looking to sell it to the downside. That would mean potentially gold is pushing back up. Yes, it is. And that, I mean, the dollar is pushed back down, just retesting this. Let's wait and see. How about everything else? Stock market not really up, and yields not really up either. So I think, yeah, let's wait and see. But today, USD CAD is one. We've then got AUD USD number two. Obviously, that was from this morning. So sorry, we've got USD CAD potential on GBP. Was it GBP JPY we looked at? Yes, it was. My screen's frozen again, so apologies. And obviously, you're at AUD there. It will load in a minute. It'll load in a minute. There we go. Right. So you're at AUD, GBP JPY, which has gone the complete opposite direction. So not really looking for that one, to be honest, at all. Don't like it. Look, we've had two big rejections from here. So that's going to write that one off the table. So yeah, Euro AUD, let's wait and see. And obviously USD CAD as well. Let's wait and see on that one. So if you guys are not in the inner circle, you obviously need to ask yourselves why. I mention this to you every time. But no, have a great afternoon. And obviously, like always, we'll keep you updated on how we've got on. Have a good one, guys.